going to be going over 4 different types of voting schemes. I'll be going over 2 in this video. You might think it's silly to have different types of voting schemes, but depending on what you're voting on, it could be really important. The classic, easiest way to vote, we're going to call the plurality method. This is when you look at first place votes. This is a sample problem that can be given to you in the format that it will be given. So let's take a second to read the chart. This says that 3 people voted, person A in first place, person C in second place, and person B in third place. So we can think about these as being first, second, and third. Plurality only cares about the first place votes. So who did you want to win the most? So A had these 3 votes in first place. B had these 2 votes that want to be in first place, as well as these 4 votes, for a total of 6 first place votes. C had 4 voters who wanted them in first place. So B would win with plurality. Plurality is easy, but it also has lots of opportunities to fail. For example, if you were in a middle school class and you were asking for people to vote on a class president, if you had 2 girls run and only 1 boy run, the girls are going to split their votes. The girls are going to vote with the clique that they're friends with and eating lunch with at the time. So then a boy would automatically win because the girls are going to vote for their clique and not the other one, and all the boys will vote for the boy. So that's one way that this easy method fails. It was actually proven by a guy named Hare that every voting possibility will fail in some way. In one situation, it won't be perfect. So we have to have lots of different options so that we can choose the one that works best for us. The second method we're going to look at is called the Hare method. It's named after the guy who came up with it, and it's a fix to one of the plurality problems. So the problem I was talking about earlier, when the girls split their votes, might cause someone to win who has less than half of the votes. Well, we don't want someone to be our class president if half the people don't think they deserve to be. So Hare came up with this method that kind of puts a band-aid on plurality and fixes that problem. Hare said you need to have the majority of the votes. Majority means more than half. So if I'm looking at this, I need to see what more than half is. Well, let's see, there are 8, 10, 13 votes. Half of 13 is 6.5. So the majority would be 7 votes. So to get the majority in our problem, we need 7 votes. If we look at this, B won with plurality, but didn't get 7 votes. So Hare says we eliminate the last place person. So in this case, that was 3 because they had the least amount. So I'm going to eliminate 3. Those votes have to go to someone. So I come back to my chart. These were the 3 votes in question. If I eliminate A, those votes should go to C next. These 3 people thought A was the best candidate. If A couldn't do it, then C should do it. So I'm going to add those votes to C. So now, using the Hare method, candidate C would be our winner. You don't have to get exactly 7 votes as long as you have at least that many. So 7, 8, 9, 10 votes. Anything 7 or larger. One thing we want to make sure of with majority, that's always more than half, even if it came out to be an even number. If I had 12 voters, half would have been 6, I would have still needed 7 votes to be more than half of them. So that's the key to Hare, is always looking for that more than half.